The Cape. One of the 6 floral kingdoms. Over 9,000 plant species thrive here. The botanic diversity exceeds that of even the richest tropical rainforest. This habitat plays host to an abundance of wildlife. In spring, the landscape is abloom. Insects congregate by the thousands to feast on the nectar-rich flowers. Birds, lizards, and amphibians prey on the insects. And maintaining this delicate natural balance, bigger, deadlier predators. Snakes. Wildlife expert Kurdt Greenwood is on a quest to find the deadliest snakes in southern Africa. His grandfather introduced him to the wild as a boy and taught him that all life is precious, even the lives of the creatures we fear most. He saved a puff adder from a farmhand's shovel when he was just 9 years old. He's been infatuated with deadly creatures ever since. An expert tracker, he knows precisely where these deadly creatures are most often found. To escape the heat of day, many creatures will seek shelter under rocks. Each stone he flips is a risk. With his fingers exposed to what lurks beneath, one wrong move could be fatal. Not only snakes lurk under these rocks, and Kurdt can't help but examine every creature he finds.
This is exactly what I was looking for. A nice hole where you can find a variety of different animals that hide away from the midday sun. Anything from puff adders to Cape cobras can be found in these holes. Even sometimes creepy crawlies like centipedes, spiders, and scorpions, and sometimes even bats on the sides of these kind of caves. I don't know how deep this goes. This is the Cape thicktail. Not the most comfortable position to be working with one of Southern Africa's most deadly scorpions. Oh, just look at the venom coming out of the back of the stinger. I've got to be very alert here. It's actually sensing me and feeling me. The Buthidae family, and this is one of our most venomous scorpions found. It looks like she might be pregnant. She's quite swollen in the center of the body, you can see that. And you can see those pinches. Oh, she means business. She lifted that stinger up. Look at the size of that stinger. You can imagine she packs quite a lot of neurotoxic venom inside there. And if she had to sting me, I'd be in a lot of trouble. I would have to go seek some medical help. And I can actually see droplets of venom coming out. I don't want to disturb it too much, because out here in the middle of nowhere to get stung by this scorpion is not advisable. Ooh. But you just have to remain calm. When you give these primitive creatures the upper hand, the power, all you can do is stay calm. If I started freaking out now, I would get stung. She is a beautiful specimen. Look at that power, look at that grip. Just in a couple of limbs, they can hold on like that. They're designed to live out here in the rock crevices. And she's quite sweet, actually. She could sting me right now if she wanted to, but she's not doing it. She just wants to go away. Oh, that sting is so close to me. I'm gonna let her go now. And I'll put her back where she belongs.
The Bushveld. Vast expanses of grassland to the northeast of the country. This is Big Five territory. Before the summer rain, larger game species trample the thirsty land into dust. The harsh African sun burns onto the barren soil. With little shade, reptile species risk overheating. But a clever little serpent has evolved a solution. Right on the tip of its nose.
Shield-nosed cobra. Check it. With his little tail burrowing under the sand. Before I pull him out, you can see that rough scale tail. Almost like a gecko's tail. And some people actually believe they wiggle it to attract their prey. Look at this, burrowing under the sand. Look at that, wow. Not as venomous as the true cobras, but venomous enough for me to have to go to hospital. So it obviously attacks your respiratory system. You can see he's very alert. It's quite warm, he's out hunting, and they use that little snout there to dig under the sand. Look how cute he is. Very fast. So these small snakes, stocky little snakes, are very fast, almost like a little pit bull. When they bite, they inject quite a lot of that venom. Okay, buddy. He's so cute. He actually digs his nose down and allowed me to scratch him. Look at that. Look at him. Look at him. Pointing his snout down for me there. Its scale on the front of his nose, it's like a shovel. What they're called the shield-nosed cobra. They've got that big shield on the nose and actually use that to dig. And in the mouth, they've got short little fangs and inject that neurotoxic venom. Feel him under my leg. It's just very interesting while he's burrowing away. This tail, it's incredibly rough. It's a rough, ooh. Doesn't like me playing with his tail. But a completely different scale feeling, the tail, to the rest of the body. The rest of the body is quite, he's looking at my leg there, it's quite soft, it's smooth scaled. A beautiful, sweet little snake with such a short little stubby face. Look at that, how close he's coming to my hand and not even reacting. He's just trying to burrow. Probably move off into the shade there, get out of the sun.
In an area bordering a pine forest in the north, Kurdt finds one of South Africa's largest spiders.
This is Africa's infamous baboon spider, one of the largest growing species of spiders found in Africa. Now they love to make burrows underneath tree roots where they'll wait in ambush for any kind of insect, small lizard, or even sometimes centipedes and things like this that come straight too close to the hole, then run out, grab them, inject their venom, and then digest them slowly. So quite a creepy crawly, and these baboon spiders do pack quite a vicious bite. They are known as old world tarantulas. So they're more venomous than the tarantula species you find in South America. Normally that kind of vibration sends them running out. If you go, oh, look at that, coming out. You can sense me. Yo! It's a big spider. Look at that. Africa's largest species of spider, the baboon spider. Got to be so careful, but incredibly big fangs in the front. Don't want to get bit. This is quite a risky spot. Yo! Okay, it's just getting. Can't really control him. See if he'll climb on. Look at that. They actually have almost like a baboon-like print in the front. And that's why they call them baboon spiders, because it looks like a little baboon's hand. Look, he's just trying to get away. They can be very aggressive, and they've got incredibly powerful fangs in the front. And you can see them there. It actually has a bit of a red spot. So it's red and black underneath to warn that they're dangerous. Oh, I don't like this. There we go. Gotta be so careful, because these baboon spiders are also famous to have quite an aggressive side to them. But I'm trying to be very gentle and subtle with her. Look at that. That is incredible. I'm giving her full power once again. Such a primitive animal, giving her all the power in the world. If she wants to right now, she can sink those fangs in, and I'll be in a world of pain. And they are powerful, powerful predators. They can take down small mice. They can take down even small birds. So this one is not the biggest you can get. You can get one that's bigger than my hand, but she's a very, very good sized spider. Look at that stunning spider. And those eyes, I'm gonna check you out. It's actually a beautiful thing. You can look at things in two ways. You can look at it and see, dangerous, ugly, weird creature, or you can look at all the magnificent traits, all these beautiful hairs, all the little prints on the ends of their feet, all the eyes, the big beautiful fangs, the black and red underside to warn animals. They've evolved so many interesting characteristics. And I like to focus on those things, rather focus on the beauty of these creepy crawlies. Look, she gave me a bit of a warning, lifted up the front. But as long as you're gentle with any of them, and you show them no danger, they're actually sweethearts, way sweeter than most humans I know. So a really, really spectacular animal, primitive, but still have some sort of consciousness. And they don't want to bite unnecessarily. And that's maybe a lesson us humans can learn from these primitive animals. And I'm going to let her go on her way so she can live the rest of her life out. A truly amazing creature. And it's always a privilege to work with these primitive, ancient creatures. Look how she's holding on with that leg. Now let her go back in her hole. Wow, what an amazing creature. And she will sit there and wait until something comes past. Jump out, grab them, inject that venom, but only use that to feed herself. There's no vindictive hunting or killing stuff for no reason. It's only to eat. A truly beautiful creature.